Okay, so we're installing the UCMDB server 2018.11 version for the sake of discovery jobs, which can be executed later by people that need it. And we're going to do UCMDB server and UCMDB dataflow probe on the same machine. And this is an interesting setup which has a couple of peculiarities inside it. Not too many, but still a couple of things to know. And we're going to see how it unravels. Okay, and here it is, ready to be installed. So let's do this. Click on OK. Yes, yes, accepts the license terms and everything else. Default folders, always remember to keep the default folders. It really helps with support. Now, new installation. Set up local database. Do you want to install a local Postgres database? Yes, I do. And the port, here is an important thing. So the default port for Postgres is 5432. And it's completely fine. However, the dataflow probe would go and try to install on a default port its own database. And here we have the problem actually, because in the dataflow probe installation, it wouldn't ask you what the port is. So it's an opportunity for us to go and do a completely different port. So 5433, I think it's the default one that I like to use. I click on next. Username, it's going to be Postgres, and password is going to be something along those lines. I hope they are matching. Okay, master key for password encryption. Oh, I think I have it somewhere. I have it somewhere. Yeah. Let's try to do it like this. It would say what it needs. Yes. Exactly 32 characters. Yes, exactly. So yeah, this is exactly what we need to find. And I have a default one. And I'll use my default one. You cannot see it, but basically the best way to do it is just to go to one of the generators over the internet and just generate a 32. Oh, come on, what is the mistake that I made? Okay, let's change the key once more. I think it just has an extra space at the end of it. Yeah, exactly. Key store password. We're gonna do it on defaults. Not recommended for production environments, but since this is not a production environment and it wouldn't hold any valuable data, oh, the key stored password has requirements. So scratch my last comment. We will just match it to our admin password. Trust store, same thing. Yeah, there's too many passwords to remember. And here we have it too. Same password. Okay, just remember, never put some weird characters in passwords for UCMDB and dataflow probe, dollars and stars and stuff like that. It's not taking it really good. Some of them are accepted, but then it kind of breaks the connectivity and everything. So, just to be on the safe side, do special characters that are accepted as text, which means the underscores and dots, maybe not commas. Okay, this is a lot of passwords. What did I do? Right. No square brackets. Oh, come on. Maybe now it would accept it. Yes. All right, and then we go and click on install, and now we would just wait for it to finish. Okay, there we go. Do you want to launch the Universal CMDB Server Configuration Service Wizard? Yes, I do. And here it begins. Create a new schema. Yes, please. DB type. Postgres and SQL. Localhost schema name is going to be UCMDB. Port 5433. Username Postgres. Password. What we set previously. Let's see if it connects. Should be, yeah. Enable search, finish. That's about it, I think. That's all the configuration that we need during the setup. The operation completed successfully. Okay, fantastic. So installation is complete. We should acknowledge this. Do you want to remove the user group's access privilege from the UCMDB installation folder? No. No, we're not going to eliminate that. We are not in production. Okay, so UCMDB is done. And next step is to install Dataflow probe. So because this Dataflow probe goes on the same server as UCMDB, and Dataflow probes have their own Postgres installed, we made sure that the UCMDB is actually using a non-standard port. So it's instead of 5432, it's using 5433, and the Dataflow probe would go and install its own Postgres on 5432 without asking us for a proper port, right? So because of this, it would work. Otherwise, it wouldn't. Now, if we would install a second Dataflow probe, and every server can support up to 2 Dataflow probes, which can work only with a single server, right? So it's logical to have more than one Dataflow probe on a server sometimes. I certainly had the opportunity to work like this. And then there wouldn't be a contradiction between those two Dataflow probes, if I remember correctly. They would be just working together. I don't think there is a need to change the default settings. I'm not sure what is the cause for that, but it kind of works, so it's gonna be fine. But since we're installing only one, that's everything that we need to take care of. Okay, same as UCMDB, click on the OK button to begin the installation process. And we will see if something has changed in the installation process from previous versions. Full data for probe installation, yes, of course. New installation, yes, thank you. And a default folder. Now, here it's asking us, well, what we're going to do, Universal UCMDB or ESM, and we are going to connect it to Universal CMDB. So it's going to be localhost for us, actually. There is another probe that we are about to install. It's going to be for OBM, and then we would have to choose BSM. The terminology kind of is antique over here, but yeah. But here we use the Universal CMDB on the local host. It would say, well, there is nothing there. And we say ignore, because we did not power on our UCMDB just yet. We don't need to. We'll do it later. Install probe gateway and probe manager in a separate mode. No, thank you. And we'll keep the defaults over the Java over here and repeat the same passwords as we did for UCMDB. So there we go. That's one, that's two. More passwords. Yes. And a little bit more passwords. Very secure. Uh, there we go. Couple of more passwords. Yep, go for it. Okay, those are not matching. So yeah, so this is the one that's not matching. Fix that, click on next. Now they're matching. So now we click on install and wait for it to finish. Okay, same as before. No, do not remove the user group access privilege. Click on next, clicks on that. And I think it should pop up the wizard. Let's see how it unfolds. And no wizard pops up, so it means that there is no need to have a wizard. Basically, it got all of its settings from the defaults. We specified where to connect in the beginning. So what's left for us to do is kick on the UCMDB server, just basically turn it on from here. Let's do just that. Recently added, let's see, one of them. Okay, it's not one of them. Let's see, soft ether, UCMDB new. And we are going to kick on the UCMDB server and Dataflow probe. We will turn it on in about 1 or 2 hours. Just need to let the UCMDB to run for the first time, really good. And then it would be done. So start UCMDB server. Go for it. There we go. And it will take it a while to start for the first time. It takes about 10 minutes every other time. So we're completely fine on that part. So that concludes the UCMDB installation, and that concludes the Dataflow probe for UCMDB installation.